हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो मिट जाएंगे ऐसी बातें किया ना करो आज जाने की जिद ना करो। ऐसे हम महफिल सजाते हैं यार। Welcome back to In the Khud. This is 23rd of July 2022, 8:27 p.m. 2027 for the 24-hour lovers. I don't know why I said that. Today's day, vlog 14. Auto hotkey is amazing, and this wasn't planned, of course. But today morning, I woke up at 6, which is good in the first place. And then when I sat down to eat my oatmeal, I just thought that maybe I should look a little more into the auto hotkey tutorials. And then lo and behold, I ended up experimenting, and I think within like a few hours or so I had pretty much done one big thing inside Microsoft Excel, and it was like very rewarding. So I think auto hotkey, also because I have a bit of a programming and coding experience now with After Effects scripting, it's a lot. Auto hotkey is a lot easier to understand and get going and do things in straight away even in Notepad. So at 10:11 a.m. yay, just made my first auto hotkey script. I will just show you a list of all the things I made today. So this is that .ahk file. You press F3, it sends a text into the Excel cell and then presses tab for you. You press F1, it does this very amazing thing which I have to do manually. You press F6, it selects the row and makes it red color. F7 makes it black automatic, and F8 it just sends it wraps text, so wrap text. F5 is where the major amount of work went in, and it's called TC calculate. Basically inside Excel, if you hit F5 with any row, it goes back and forth between another program called TC calc, which I have open now, and I will show how that works. And it basically calculates the difference between that row and the previous row and then prints it on 2 rows ahead. And here I was getting stuck a lot of the times with things not happening right, and turns out the only solution for that is this thing called sleep, which is set to this variable. This is how you put variables in auto hotkey, and the variable is at a counter of 200. So sleep of 200 is what fixed most of these problems. So I will first quickly show you how this works. So this here is sample data, okay, just TCRN 445.4 to 45.45, so it should be around 41. So I will just come in here and I'll press F5. It'll open TC calc, paste it in. So what is basically happening is Control C, come in here, Control V, minus, come in here, Control C, Control V, equal to, then copy from here and then come in here and paste it. And this script is allowing me to do all of that in just one stroke with just one button. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is true automation at its very best. If you want to just cross check quickly, 4624 to 4850, that's 229. So this is gonna be a huge time saver and like really great for my workflow with dad's work for music cue sheets. That's what this is called, music cue sheets Excel. This is primarily gonna work inside Excel. If I want to quickly show the other ones as well, if I just press F3 on any tab, it just puts this text. I could put whatever and then hits a tab. F1 does something for which I have to open another sheet, and I don't know if I'm allowed to show this. Let's say I don't. Okay, let's say this is what it is. I would come in here and I would just press F1 and boom, that's done. F6, yeah, this is interesting. It just selects the whole row and makes it red in color, which if you have to do manually, you can right click and do it, but our aim is to get the mouse out of the equation, just work with the keyboard. And again, F7 will make it automatic, like black color, and F8 will wrap text. So if I had a few more lines of text here, if I would just press F8, it would be wrapped for me. Beautiful, love it. And I've just like documented the various times at which I spend way too much time on auto hotkey, but I know it is worth the effort because it's going to make my workflow 10 times faster, and that's work. When you feel things are not working, you should just put in sleep, and I already discussed that. To calculate script success, calculates TCR for single rows, want to expand it to do the same for selected rows. So what you saw just right now as a demonstration is I have to select every single row and do it. What I want to do is something like I can select these and press a button, and then these will be calculated. And I also need one for sum. This will be easier. Need one for, but this expand is like I want to select all of these. For that I have to go into documentation and see mouse drag something. The documentation is very easy, very nice to navigate. Everyone should be using auto hotkey. I mean, it's not very difficult to wrap your head around some programming basic concepts, and I'm super excited to use it in Premiere Pro. I basically want to streamline my Premiere Pro edits for In the Khud to the extent that I just have to sit and edit, and I don't have to spend any time bringing in the footage and making markers and everything, I probably have to do a little bit of input there because I will need AI to do all of it for me. But as much as possible, I'm just going to automate it, and it's going to make life so much simpler because it's just basically repetitive task I'm doing every single day. That was that. And work day, this is interesting. That's work I was supposed to do. 12:30 p.m. is when we started. Our aim for today was show 1 3603 through 3720. That's 117 episodes. Go through and query consolidation. At 6:30 p.m. I gave an update that status was at 3616. So I done, I don't know how much this is, 13 episodes. But then from 6:30 to 8 now I did 76 more episodes. So we completed 93 episodes today, along with a lot of auto hotkey work. So all in all, a pretty successful day. A lot got done. And I haven't written it here, but in the mind pour I wanted to write something about main career, and I have like a minute, so I will take it to share a few thoughts here. This is just something that struck me today, maybe even like in the recent times, but my main career is not what I'm doing right now. So the full-time job that I'm doing, I would like to call myself a motion designer, 3D animator. And of course, I love animation so much, and I love scripting, automation so much, that animation is always going to be a part of my life, and I will keep doing it as a passion. But my main career, like main thing that I do, has to be something around being a full stack software developer. For that, I have to first start learning through the Cherno project, the C++ series, and all the basic stuff, and start making my own softwares as projects, which I can then show to potential companies that I want to work for as a software developer. And I think that is at a timeline of, let's say, when I'm 25, 26 years old. So I have 2-3 years to figure that out. And alongside, I want to have a very strong foundation of my YouTube channels. So all of it will just come together and make a lot of sense. Yeah, so that was a little bit of mind pour I wanted to do. I'm at 10:23. I'm not going to take a lot of time today. Thank you so much for being here. Auto Hotkey is amazing. Do check it out. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.